Good morning, Turtle Club. How's it going? It is not on the couch today, but some Animal Crossing. It is Mag Synchro, Convertible Turtle Gaming, and Convertible Turtle Unshelled, our two channels. We have some really cool stuff coming up, and where we're normally on the couch, we had something happen last week with the computer. It did not really like us. We've been working on getting that restored, but it hasn't been 100% fixed yet. However, we're doing some island hopping today, and we're really wanting to get this going. Hey, Dio Brando, how's it going? Norman, good to see you. So there's going to be some weird noises. The sound audio might be a little off. We moved a lot of things to make sure that we'd be able to stream this morning. Alright, June already, love's in the air, wedding season. We've heard a lot about all this wedding stuff. So we've not done any of it. We've held off on doing any of it on our main account, which I wanted to be able to experience it online with everybody here with my reactions and all that. So there's just a few things that we got going here. So hey, awesome. Get an extra paw if that's okay. All right. Thank you. Help out a shutter dog. Blah blah blah. Okay, so that's first things first. Okay, sweet. And we're on a totally different Apple. What did Apple? Oh, because we got the house upgrade. Okay, and our inventory. We have so much going on right now with this tune. So we took all the money from all of our tunes and we gathered them all up, every last turnip, or every last bell, and we proceeded to buy, if you look, we proceeded to buy every single possible turnip. And this controller has some drift issues, which makes me sad. It really does. It makes me sad. All right, it's all right. Changed your phone wallpaper to Kono Dio Da. Awesome. Awesome. I've got some stuff I've been kind of working on with one of my other tunes. All right. So here we go. So for us to be able to really get going on this, we're going to have to drop all these turnips. And I just done the upgrade this Sunday. So there's quite a bit of turnip dropping we got to do. But we are going to be doing some island hopping today, guys. That usually goes with us going to the viewer islands of those people who show up to the stream on Wednesday. It means that Norman will be the first one that we're going to go to. Now, I do know that Hawk is wanting to have us see his island as well. Hawk did a huge revamp, shut down his island to everybody who would like to go and seen it. So I know he's excited for us to possibly see that as well. So we hopefully will get some. Hey, Shadow, buddy, dude. I'm so glad to see Shadow popping in here, guys. There's been, we don't do politics here because everybody believes that their political slant is correct, and we don't want to have fights break out. But there is a lot of things going on that are in the news right now globally. And I know how things are in Atlanta right now, and they're not what I would consider a very chill environment. And I know in Shadow's neck of the woods, it's pretty rough as well in the United States. So I'm glad to see you, Shadow. I really am, man. It's one of those things that, I'm weird. I'll go out and say that I'm weird. Because I know I am. I know I'm not the most usual kind of person for a lot of things. But normally when I know people may be dealing with a lot of insanity, that the last thing they arguably need to do with their day is respond to an email or a message that I've sent them saying, hey. So I don't tend to do that. I mean, I'm really bad with that. Hello. Mac? I guess? Or Rack? Not sure which one you'd like to be your name. Alright, so we'll go ahead and drop these off. Reached a point in society where being normal isn't normal. You know, that's fair, Dio. I mean, normal is... I would say that normal is the status quo. And so there is a normal somewhere. There's a new normal possibly, right? I know that it's not me though. Everything is in a way special. Yeah, Mac, that's you know, that's a good thing about it, right? I mean, everybody is unique to a point. Oh man, oh gosh, guys, look at that. When I do math in my head when I'm buying turnips and it actually fills in the exact way I was hoping it to do, oh, that's a special kind of feeling right there is what that is. Alright. We are a second floor landlord. And now we'll also go ahead. Oh yeah, it's just a good feeling. It's just a good feeling. Now we're going to go ahead and get our tools because we want to have our tools. We need to fill up our pockets. We grabbed our tools in the wrong order, so I feel kind of OCD responsible for fixing that in a second. Alright. This and that, swap. Bam. Do I need someone who is making my thumbnails? Not really. Tiny blue hydrangeas have finally blossomed. Yes. I'm not too big on the thumbnail thing, Mac. I appreciate, requesting into that or looking into that. But it's one of those things that I just never really got involved with. I'll select them from the video sometimes, but here lately, and I mean like within the last year or so, I've been super busy with just everything outside of getting time to live stream. I'm hoping. Hey, I got one bell of interest. Woo. Go me. Alright, and new seasonal stuff. Okay, yeah, I got the seasonal stuff on my other account. Let's see what all the gifts were, though. That's a writing desk. Nice. And Mom's handmade apron. And a globe. Okay, so we can put on the handmade apron just to look at it. It's another Mom's item, which we know because it does things like, little fruits and that kind of thing, and occasionally we'll get like a quilting one, and there's probably like the one that we have on our back. There's probably lots of different ones, but we're going to go ahead and throw these in storage. Bam. All right, and we got 60K to spin with. So when we get to island hopping about 8 o'clock, we're going to check our turnip prices for reasons, right? I hate to say this, guys, but island hopping is completely contingent on whether or not we have an amazing turnip price. If anyone else has an amazing turnip price, let me know, because I am so in the hole for turnips. I mean, my main house over here is full of turnips as well, and then I can't check his mailbox. That's my other dude. He's got to check it himself. But in Korok, man, he he was actually able to grab some turnips this week, so... Alright, so we're going to go check this new DLC event type thing here out and see what's going on with it. And we are back at the cold part of the apartment, so grabbing the blanket of flaming awesomeness covered in fire of all sorts of colors. Where are we going to go? We're going to go to Harv's Island. Harv's creepy little island that we were able to have flashbacks to The Shining for last time. You're gonna nope. Is that what it is? Gonna hope. Gonna rope. Gonna open your gates for 8 a.m. Alright. Touchdown like growing wall to wall. Oh wow. Alright. Oh, it's Animal Crossing cutscene stuff. I'm familiar with Reese and Cyrus. They're off the Pocket Camp. I've wasted many much hours for these guys. Here they are. June is a whole season now. Whoa. Harvey's a trip. He's a creepy trip. It is trip. Alright. I'm a little weirded out by this, but not a whole lot. Okay. That theme tune is just oozing Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. Little. Okay. Okay, I'm having like super flashbacks to Happy Home Designer now. Alright. Hey, Hawk, how's it going, man? Afternoon to you. Alright, so... I guess it would have made a lot more sense to, like, shoot these at the wall on this side and then move around, but, you know... It's just not the way we do things here sometimes, right, guys? Come on, I want to move that. Alright, come on. Grab the next one. Put it there. 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 I seriously hit the button a lot of random times, so I did not realize how many I had done. True mag synchro luck. We managed to get exactly the right number that we wanted. Ain't that something, guys? Alright, and let's see here. We're going to rotate that, grab it. So speaking of June being wedding months, guys, as many of you know, Digrat and I were married in the month of June. And on the 25th, it'll be our anniversary. We'll be married for 18 years. As past Junes have been done the same way, shall this one. We'll be taking off for about 2 weeks' time. Streams will be very eclectic, very spotty. I am working toward hopefully having some video content to load up, so you guys won't be entirely without your daily dose of Turtle Club. But I make no promises. Oh! I hit random buttons for this also. It looks like we got exactly what we needed. Alright, so finished. Seal to take the picture. Let's tie the knot. I think that's all we needed to do. Alright, so this. Oh, they got that as a alright, the whole minus thing, I hope that's a permanent thing for pictures and stuff. A wedding bench. Interesting. Interesting. Heart crystals. Okay. He'll trade you for furniture, it says. Deal. Let's grab me. Okay, so... Oh, goodness. Okay. So we have 11 heart crystals. Okay, it's not bad. I'm presuming that this is so you can recreate the wedding chapel if you want. Just the wedding stuff. Ah, man. That's been so annoying. Because Digrat and I went to take photos and at Harvey's, no less, and that... okay. So I wonder how many heart crystals we get per time we do this. Because I know It is pretty cool. I better be coming back. Well, I plan to come back. I wonder if I can drop heart crystals also. Well, it won't let me. Alright. Alright, this is the main reason why I came here to do this, though. Because I heard that this was... Alright, alright. Oh boy, howdy. So, I am a night owl. I work nights. We all know this. And that means when I have days off, I'm also working nights. Quote unquote. Trainwreck Kugel. This is reporting. Trainwreck Kugel is reporting Tango Capoeira's go. Oh my gosh. I'm ready to go home. So I know why they did this though, because if you're here and you're buying stuff from Cyrus, you don't want to run out of space. That would have been just a feel bad moment. So to get some sort of limited edition item and then not be able to, I mean, having to go back and forth, that's just a really bad play experience. Alright, so we got that out of the way. We now have the new Dodo Airlines extra stuff that we have. Alright. And it's 8:01, which means we got two things to do. One, we're going to check our turnip prices. Two, we're going to pick up these things for Digrat because she was visiting yesterday. I forgot to pick them up for her. But two, we're going to check up turnip prices. And this is... Hey! Okay, that clock I got from the HHA, I thought I was, like, out of luck. This has been the same fan, like, for the last several days. Kind of annoyed by that. Oh, absolutely, Dio. Absolutely. Though, I probably want to do the liquidation. I'll probably ship it back. If I had to guess. So, what do we got here? The busted umbrella. This thing's amazing. I have to buy one of those. Alright, and... Okay... Interesting. Terracotta flooring. Honeycomb tile wall. Cat Lord, welcome. Welcome to our family-friendly channel. I'm Mag Synchro, and we're about to do some island hopping. We have... Oh, wait a second. No. First, we still got to check our turnip prices. Because if the turnip prices are super expensive this morning, we're going to wind up spending a lot of time just selling. 57 bells. Wow. Okay. Alright. That's not good. That's not good. Let's see here. So there's a thing called Turnip Profit that will tell you what your prices are looking like. Okay, it looks like my week though is going to be possibly fluctuating in a small spike. Small spike with a maximum possible of 194. That's only if it turns out to be a small spike though. Because I did not manage to check my prices yesterday morning, so I don't have that data. Oh. Which means, though, that if anybody out there happens to have a price higher than 194, I would very much like to visit your island. Okay. Somehow Apple has gotten loose of her restraints. Well, alright. Oh, that is something, though. It's been a bit. It's been about a week since we last got to talk to people about this game. So, one thing I want to point out is we have a new resident. We've got Snake. I'm super excited. Of my actual complete favorites in Animal Crossing, Snake is one of my favorites in the jock category. The only other person in the jock category that I like more than Snake is Scoot. And it's because they're both just very character-driven dudes. Digrat likes Apple. If I can find a way to get rid of Apple when Digrat's able to get a new visitor, I'm trying to ship her off. Puck is one of my top lazy guys, so I've got two of my tops. Wade's kind of fun. I like Jacques. Because you're hunting for about 2 hours now, you're looking for either Margie or Raymond. Don't care which one you get. Raymond's pretty hard to get. For some reason, no one's really able to figure it out yet, but it appears that from a perception basis, that the people from New Horizons that are new to New Horizons haven't been in any other Animal Crossing game at all. They're rarer than everybody else, which makes sense if you think about it, right? You also like Snake from Metal Gear Solid, the redesign. Oh, you know, the last Metal Gear game I actually played was Metal Gear. If you guys don't know what that one is, don't worry. You didn't miss much. It was a fun game, but it's not anything like the actual current ones out there. We shall fly to England. And like most of our island hopping streams, guys, we're going to be trying to spend no more than 20-25 minutes on an island. This stream has got about an hour and a half left on it, so we should be able to knock out 3, maybe 4 islands before the stream's over. And like always, what would a dodo do? We don't know. They're doing some really good plans if they can fly to England on a matter of seconds. Oh, yeah, man. Well, are they really flying to England, though? I mean, I feel like, you know, like this is not Heathrow that I've landed at, right? And just to be real, I don't feel like I've actually wandered into Cardiff or Sheffield at any point, or York. Oh, Kix. Hi, Kix. Clogs. Okay. Hard shell backpack. Alright. Sequin leggings. Okay. Nothing super standing out from what Kix has got. We always like to check boards. Man, this controller. Yes, Mag was indeed here. It's been a bit. Alright. like the way your blooms alternate and the flowers. That's really cool looking, man. Oh, and this water feature here, it's off because it's 3 wide. Okay. I was about to start moving some of my actual retail stuff too, so it's good to know. Got them in behind it. Just kind of soaking in everything, exploring. Oh, you got the summer shell over here, man. Go ahead and tag it for you. Boom. I know a lot of people are looking for those, so. See, I like how this is. I really need to do some revamps myself on some of that kind of stuff. I hate how these things here, these lampposts, I don't like how they did that, like on either side. It's super annoying. It always makes me have fits on my own island. So like I can't just put things where I want them to. Oh, I do like how the walk up to Able Sisters is, though. I don't remember it being that way last time I was here. Ooh. Is that a Royal Guard outfit? We're gonna go in here. A military uniform. Yeah, it is. Oversized shawl shirt. That's like a Mr. Roper shirt almost. Okay. Ooh. Not quite Ukiyo from Sam Show, but close. A cycling cap instead of a helmet. And of course the... Oh, wait a second though. Oh, yes. We all know that I love my wife Digrat, that what I love more than anything is annoying Digrat, and that will help me annoy Digrat in some short amount of fashion. Oh, flip-flops too. Those look like they match. Alright. But we aren't going to wear these coming out of the store because then we would look like a psychopath because everything would look really weird. Oh, you've got a Roadrunner bird. Cool. I don't particularly like any of them other than Sprocket as far as individuals go, but I do like the models. Cool, alright. Interesting layout choice there. Okay. Oh, that's puddles, yes. Yep, Queenie. Interesting. Oh, looks like we found another thing. Boom. Little spot that you're able to dig at. Do, 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 do. Oh, a surfboard. And what is that? Macrame tapestry. Okay. Macrame is pretty cool. I actually was educated on how to do that as a young person in school. Though, instead of using traditional materials for macrame, it was really weird. An eggy parasol. Odd. The art teacher, instead of using like thread or yarn or anything along those lines, what the art instructor used was telephone wire. And what I mean by that is she had a friend of hers that actually worked for AT&T and did all of the underground large cable lines. And for those that aren't U.S. bound, AT&T is the American Telecommunications or something like that. It's this phone company. It's one of the biggest phone companies in the U.S. Ma Bell. You've probably heard it referred to as that. Turn up prices. 67 bells per turn up. Norman's doing better than me today. But Norman's in the future by about 5 hours, so you never know. But so this guy would come and drag these huge... I mean, keep in mind, I was like a 6th grader at the time, or a 5th grader at the time. But these lines were probably twice the width of my forearm. And here's the busted umbrella. And this is so cool, guys. It's actually broken. You can see the little thing it's bent. It's not even, yeah. And when you spin it, it just completely goes off. But yeah, so like twice the width of my forearm was this wire, this big, huge covered wire. And inside it was just hundreds of twisted pair lines. And she would split open the large casing. Oh, this way. Okay, I was going to go further explore. Looking at the clock, Norman's probably right. We probably need to head toward wherever we're being brought. That looks like somebody's main house. I possibly have lost Norman. But yeah, she would split open these giant tubes of wiring, and then she would harvest the wires out of it, and that's what we used to macrame, which is really cool when you're trying to do some art stuff. Over here, alright, we're still following. It's Marco Polo, the extreme version. Alright, so it's down that way somewhere, past the cafe. And we need to get our pole out, so we can vault. But, so the really cool advantage of... Let's see here. Now we got the map open. Let's see if we're getting closer to Norman's house. The really cool advantage of using that... Oh, this is neat. Really cool. I like the little garden set up there too. But the advantage of using the phone wiring was that the lines wouldn't shift, right? It was pretty stiff. It was you know, coated wiring, really thin, really well laid out was the advantage. The unfortunate disadvantage is that kind of wiring, if the casing on it split or if you bent it wrong, you basically wound up cutting parts of your body that you rather would like to have. What is that, a chocolate cake? That's cool. The fighting game cabinet, root infinities. Not sure if that's okay. I think we saw Norman go over here. So, you know, we were basically instructed to, oh, you have done the stamp rally a lot. I did it like once. Digrat did it a lot. But she used them as gifts. You're pretty much done with the stock market. As in you're tired of it, talk, or you're not tired of it, but you no longer need to anything on it? Oh, that's cool. I've not seen the other prize wheels. Your clothes closet seems to have exploded, Norman. Pretty awesome, though. I like the different kind of outfits and stuff up there. You got all the plaques. Yeah, I see that. Digrat was getting them and using them as gifts for her villagers, which is kind of interesting. She's like, well, it's free, so I just grab them and use them. Oh, this is cute. A little story time with the bears. You filled all the Nook Mile achievements and things. Oh, that's cool. I have quite a ways to go because I have two things that I know I'm not going to get. Oh, the little table here for the cap. I like the money floor and the wooden sign. Oh, the TV's cool too. I never get to see the shows at 1 o'clock in the afternoon because I'm always asleep. But it's a different show every hour. That's kind of cool, though. It's neat to see. It's kind of funny that the light switch does nothing. Oh, and there's Norman's trophy, guys. Carl the Oarfish. Hey, Carl. That's Norman's trophy from the competition. We'll be doing another one of those this Saturday morning, guys. So if you are ready and feeling it, this Saturday there's going to be another island competition on Shell Isle. It will be very similar to the last one, but I'm not telling you guys what it's going to be. I do like the color of Airport 2 and Airplane. I wish I would have known that they were different, because I would have spent some time resetting trying to get one that I wanted. Thank you for showing me your island, Norman. Your house is awesome. And I really like how you've been advancing it. We're going to head back home. I know Hawk's been wanting to show off his island, but he's looking for a villager. So, and you don't get too long to do that. Digrat found out the hard way. You get like a day and a half, maybe 2 days at most, before Nook just sells it to whoever calls him on the phone. Made her really disappointed. You can open up your island for a bit. All right, cool beans. Only bring it up because if I remember right, you were talking about it on Discord. How you were hoping we was going to have another island hopping adventure. Oh, hot fudge, it's raining. And, oh no, it's raining. Rain's great and bad at the same time. If you're trying to, like, specifically, selectively grow flowers, the rain kind of just wrecks all those plans. And you wind up getting just some odd flowers. It got to where we just started throwing them wherever. I swear this controller does like half inputs or something. Ooh, it's a new bug. Alright. Thank you, Hawk. Gonna go and put in the dodo code posted in chat here. I still gotta give Nintendo props for figuring out where they goofed in Pokemon and fixing it. Did have something kind of crazy happen this week. So Digrat's actually with her family again. Those who have been following the saga that is Digrat's family know that they're in the... Hey Eric, how's it going? What did they fix? Thank you for keeping me on task, Shadow. This, in Pokemon, you have a 4-digit numeric code that you get to self-select in order to line up with somebody. So for like private trades and private battles, you use the code, but with only 10 digits per character and only 4 characters, you only get a combination of 10,000 possible entries. Now, that sounds like a lot, until you realize that Pokemon sold millions of copies of games, and that there's several million people on Nintendo Switch Online. And then it's not a lot at all. You're looking at 1% uniqueness at best. If everybody is playing at the same time and everybody is trying to do trades, that means 10,000 people have to randomly choose something entirely different. Meanwhile, Animal Crossing said that's completely bonkers. That is off the end, is what that is. And they do an alphanumeric code, as you saw here with the Golf Quebec 22 Romeo, GQ22R. It is alphabetically 20... I'm thinking real quick. It's 24 letters and 10 numbers. So right there, you're already looking at so much more. 34 possible choices there. And then those 34 possible choices, so it's a base 34 at that point. On top of that, you're looking at 5 digits, which is an astronomically different number. I think Animal Crossing has sold more people than they can still get codes for randomly. But I digress. Hello, Libby. How are you? Welcome to our family-friendly channel. We're island hopping today, so people that are wanting to show off their islands get to show them off. Hey, thank you for being a member of the Turtle Club. Awesome. But we're showing off Hawk's Island now. We did show off Norman's earlier. It usually takes about 20-30 minutes to show off an island. I try to wander around, not get lost, do a little bit of shopping, check turnip prices, that kind of thing. But yeah, so the code situation, say hello to the new subtle changes made lately. Yeah, Hawk's got a insane island. And there's been a couple of like grand sweeping changes, but I've slept a lot since the last time we saw it, so I feel bad. But I'm probably not going to pick up on like the right ones. That was a loud noise. Yeah. Not sure exactly how loud that was set to. I didn't have the audio mixer up when I saw it. Oh, this is already auction instead of the market. I like the little auction situation you got over here, Hawk. That's actually kind of cool. After pre-ordering it back in... Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh. So, yeah, getting... Yes. Thank you, Shadow, for keeping me on task, as always, man. Shadow is always the best mod, guys. So, Digrat's family, they live in the north... or the southeastern part of Kentucky. And I like this here. This is nice. How it keeps everybody that's in the auction area kind of contained. So, in that area of the country, though, there's been a whole lot of storms. Oh, this is smart. I like the gates you got set up, Hawk. This is a quick flick, and that's a quick flick, and you got the whole entire island shut down or opened up. I'm going to have to steal that, I think, in some way, shape, or form. Alright, we're going to take a real quick look at the Able Sisters. But in that part of the country they live at, guys, in the southeastern part of Kentucky, and most of the state of Kentucky in general, there's been just a truckload of storms. Like, unprecedented amounts of water. The last time it flooded anywhere near as close as it's been flooding over there was quite some time ago, back before Digrat and I were married. So this is like 2000. It started to flood a little bit. It is, this year, flooded three times more than what Digrat remembers historically. Oh my stars. Did I just like super luck out? Did I get the most annoying vacation outfit by going to England into Altus all at once? I'm so stoked on that. But yeah, so the floods, guys, really bad. Just egregiously so. And the problem is they live in a rural, really rural part of the world. And when things like that happen, on the plus side, you can wind up getting a lot of community support for people to kind of help rebuild. On the not so plus side, oh, disease, no, they're not the same colors for the pineapples. On the not so plus side, though, that's not something that you can really depend on. I mean, you could theoretically always depend on your neighbor to help you out. And that's I'm not saying that there's not, communities that really works in. But what I am saying is eventually your community is just not going to be able to support anybody. All right, so let's just flip over to this though. Tropical hat. And pineapple Aloha shirt. And the flip-flops. Oh, we are now straight up tourist here. But yeah, so back in I want to say it was February. It was pre-shelter in place COVID-19 concerns. Back in there, their bridge washed out. They live in this really rural area. Floods come in. There is a bridge that gets them from the road into their actual property. And it just got completely flooded away. Oh, I like the skateboard. Or not skateboard, surfboard. Hey, Hawk, I don't think these are one-time purchases, but in case they are, is it alright if I buy the surfboard, sir? So yeah, it washed out back in February. So Digrat and we drove up there. We didn't hear from them for days. It was flooded. It was completely submerged underneath water. The road came up. They aren't one-time purchases. Awesome. So it was a real big problem because we were completely freaking out. So once we finally heard from her husband, or not her father and her mother, her husband, took her up there and dropped her off. I spent about half a day up there, but when we finally got back, ooh, I like the like the all pink kind of motif that happened there. But come back, FEMA got involved. They still have yet to have the financial aid from FEMA step in to help with that. Got to clog your house. Oh, Hawk, I've kind of taken to 61 bells per turnip. Everybody's doing better than me in the turnip market today, which is sad considering how bad the prices were. But yeah, so they're still waiting on FEMA to pay them to fix the bridge from February. Now, in FEMA's defense, guys, I haven't been in your home in a while, Hawk. I've seen your home previously. Main room is flooded. Really. Really. Oh, spaceship's amazing. But, so, FEMA, you know, they kind of got... I know the house was all the way up here, if I remember right. FEMA kind of had this COVID-19 thing happen. And so they got really... Oh, this is amazing looking. So they got tapped out, right? I mean, there's not a whole lot you can do when there's a natural disaster and then a nationwide pandemic after the fact. All right, this is a gold house. I'm guessing this is Hawks. So while they're waiting for FEMA to come back and pay for them to have the bridge, oh, I like the wallpaper. But I see what you're saying about the DIYs. Oh, the moon. That's amazing too. So finally the neighborhood, they got together and they helped rebuild the bridge. Well, on the bright side, Hawk, it hasn't spilled over to the other rooms yet. Last week, the third flood in Kentucky occurred. Now, the first flood took out the bridge. They got the bridge repaired. The second flood damaged the roadway. It didn't take out the bridge, but it buckled the asphalt where they'd repaved the roads. And it washed parts of the creek bed out. Oh, this is amazing too. Oh, a little bit of oh, I think Savannah's at my town today. I know what I'm wanting from Savannah. That's amazing. So the third flood come, and the third flood that hit the little quiet holler in Kentucky once again took out the bridge. It's washed out. They've got some struts over it right now, but you know, my father-in-law, my mother-in-law, they're pushing near 70, both of them. And that's just not something that when you get to that age, that's just super doable. Like the bathroom, Hawk. This is nice. Bathroom, little massage table, changing station. Meanwhile, I'm running around your house like I'm Two-Flower from Discworld. But yeah, so she's there, she's taking care of him. Now, Digrat's very heavily into Animal Crossing. Oh! Golden shovel, axe, watering can. I'm not sure what that is. Golden bug net, golden slingshot, golden fishing pole. The moon. Greatest, hugest ball of cheese. Spaceship. That's awesome. Little tiny crown, the kid's crown. That's cool. So, you found Lucky, Rosie in your tour so far. Fang. Orange Cat, whoever the Orange Cat is, yeah. Or is there actually a cat named Orange? There might be. Forgot who else. Yeah, I'm kind of like, oh, I like the Golden Arch. It's nice. But so she's really big in Animal Crossing. Just completely super stoked about this game. She has put in probably twice the number of hours that I have. Like I'll wake up and oh dear goodness, that's a lot of golden shovels and watering cans. But I'll wake up and she'll probably be on Animal Crossing, and I'll go to bed, and when she gets up, she most likely starts with Animal Crossing then as well. And so she's got oodles and oodles of hours. You have been crafting like a man possessed. My goodness, Hawk. This is my let's see here. 55 hours or more on this. This is just my stream copy. Now, we typically do this when we go to this one because this is my private. But 455 hours or more on that one. And so this is Digrat's playtime. Top tier editing. Yeah. So that's Digrat's playtime. And that's just on my Switch. Playtime for these games apparently is, when you're looking at that, yeah, I know. Don't worry, it'll be edited a little bit better. When I get to post-production, I'll be deleting a few frames. Oh, that's the signs on who's on which row. Okay, I get that code now. That's cool. But so she has played as many hours on my Switch as I've put on my Switch. And then on her Switch, she's put in probably as much as that, if not. So, and the reason why I'm pointing this out is not to like humble brag or say my wife Digrat needs an intervention or any number of things like that. What I'm indicating and letting you guys know is how much she has put into the game, so you will understand how devastated she was yesterday when she woke up and told me her Nintendo Switch stopped charging. Now, I bought a Switch for Digrat brand new in November of last year, and we started playing Yonder and we started playing Pokemon. The charger that she got for that Switch last year in November died. This is neat. That's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that a custom wheel, Hawk? Because this is kind of neat. I gotta say this is definitely, all these wheels are in the cap. All right, neat. They aren't customized. Okay, interesting. I like this. This is, like, the game designer brain in me doesn't even know what I'm looking at, but it knows that it likes what it sees. For sale. Interesting. And guys, I promise you, my little human dude that I'm playing as, he's not drunk. He's not inebriated. It's this controller I'm using. It doesn't like to. Oh, those signposts, do they angle like that? Was not aware if they did. I've never put them down yet. I just made a whole set of them though. Interesting. I didn't realize they pointed it like more than just 4 directions. Those are shop signs. Yeah. I don't know if this tune can make them or not. I know my other tune can. Yeah, this guy can hardly make anything. But yeah, I didn't aware that I was not aware that they pointed at non 90-degree angles. That's cool. It's really cool. Oops. Hair trigger on the triggers too. I think we've pretty much explored everything on Hawks Island. Look who decided to step out her house. Oh, oh, oh. We got somebody that's walking about. Is it Anka? Oh, sure is. Hello. Anka! So, Sprocket, Anka. Some kind of cat? Colton. Okay. Hello, Puddles. This is the second Puddles we've found today. Yes, please. It's your local Tesco? Like, I seem to know, isn't Tesco like a chain of stores? I have not seen your Tesco's. Huh? I somehow missed this whole entire thing while I was exploring. Interesting. Well, I gotta look. I gotta take a look at what it is. It's a pair bed. Interesting. Oh, the Imperial bed. It's awesome. The moon. I love how you have the stereos set up. And the golden arch, it's pretty cool. Do I see anything I like? You know, I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to decorate my stuff with. There's some neat things. I already have an Imperial bed. I like the way that's set up to where you can see everything through it. The spaceship and the moon are amazing. I'm presuming that those are probably related to Celeste, if I had to guess. They don't strike me as something that you'd buy through Nux or craft, but maybe they are. Ask for prices. But yeah, you got a pretty commerce-based island here, Hawk. It's actually pretty cool. Looking at all the bugs here. So I gotta ask, what's with the cat pictures? Like, most of the villagers have, like, their picture. But, like, this is definitely not a cat. Haven't got the designs yet. Okay, that explains it. It is a hot dog superhero. Interesting. Oh, we have a little walking path here. It's neat. The shop signs can be customized to whatever you want. Wait. So... okay, so yeah, the Tesco sign, okay, so that's that. But this sign here, though, this is not the same sign, though, right? This is just a... this here, though, steel is amazing. No, it's not the same. Okay. Yeah, I thought I had that one. Two different sign DIYs. Yeah, that's what I thought. Someone's on their way here. Do 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 do. Someone knows the dodo code, and they're heading over to Hawk's place. Ultimate Gamer Daniel from Dino Land. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, excuse me, Turtle Club. An extra angled signpost DIY if anybody needs it. Okay. Pro Lad versus Ultimate Gamer. So the... Alright, that's what I was... Okay. Okay, now my brain's kind of keeping up with some stuff. Now I'm figuring some stuff out. Awesome. Yeah, definitely like the gaming thing you got set up here. This is cool, Hawk. I'm probably going to absolutely steal this and do something similar as far as the layout goes. Come in and sell in the villager. We'll need to close the island a bit. Okay, that's probably who that just was. So Do, 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 do. I need to find. Ba-ba-boom. Bam. Hello, Dino Dan. Welcome to the stream. This is our island hopping stream. We're visiting peoples who are being gracious hosts to us. Spending about 25 minutes per island. In this case, Hawk was gracious enough to open his island to us and show us some of the awesome things that he's done to the island. You've done really great with that, Hawk. I do notice a lot of the kind of the nuanced things. The Mario gaming thing that you've got there is amazing looking. But yeah, and we do island hopping every Wednesday. We usually get about 3 islands in on our family-friendly stream here. So we usually got enough time because we stream till about 9:30. We got a little bit of time left to be able to get some island hopping to one more island. I know Eric's been doing some changes to his. I don't know if Eric's is set up for company or not. But on Fridays, we normally host for anyone who happens to be friends of us on our main streaming account. Hey, Lucario, how's it going, man? Stop by, good to see the stream again. Yeah, I had to get my computer all set up because that usually doesn't, it's not easy to get going all the time, especially when it crashes like the way it did, which was unfortunate. So I wonder, we haven't really checked our trees in a bit. Hey there, Snake. Holler. Interesting. A lot of people completely remind me how inadequate I am at island design. But I'm learning. You met Deanna on your tours. I don't mind her as far as a snooty villager goes. But they're not my favorite villager. And did I trip over something? No, I didn't. Thought I did. I do know that Sahara's here on my island somewhere. Oh. Bam. Gonna leave. Alright. Well, thanks, Lucario Hunter. We'll be getting back to Pokemon most likely in about a week or so. We're probably gonna go with this month, guys. Mondays, we're probably gonna go with Pocket Monster Mondays, so we can actually get some of the new content in, because the DLC for Pokemon is releasing on the 17th of June. We've already got it pre-purchased for Pokemon Sword. We're super stoked to see what all kind of mess we can get into. I believe Digrat will be getting the DLC for Shield, which is what she's been playing. I know, Lucario. I love some Pokemon too. I just got super burned out on it last time that we were playing, and it became pretty repetitive. And to be fair, when Animal Crossing gets to the point to where the island is totally the way I want, all of my houses are set up the way they want, all my gaming areas are set up the way they want, so we can do like events and stuff, we'll probably not be streaming Animal Crossing near as often as we have been. Down here, if you guys recall, if you are familiar with my island, this whole section here was residential, and there it goes again. That Joy-Con just does that weird Hiccup. Island is open to best friends. Okay. Well, we have another stop to make then, guys, on our island tour. And somewhere there'll be another fossil for us to dig up, but we're not really needing to dig them all up at the moment. Heading to the airport. Passing Bo, because we're trying to make Bo sad enough to want to leave. That's my big problem right now with the island getting to the way that I want it. I have learned some things. It's not a Joy-Con, Hawk. It's actually one of those wired controllers. It's one of the Power A brand controllers, the one that have all the Nintendo licensing for them. Finally got your last competitive Pokemon, so all you need is to grind the XP candies. Oh, nice, Dio. It's not that hard to grind for, actually. Just stuff. Rare raid dens and whatnot. Visit somebody. But it's not a Joy-Con that's doing the drift, Hawk. It's actually... And it's not exactly drift. It's kind of hard to describe without, like, showing it. And it's kind of hard to catch it, like, right when it's happening. But when I go from a direction on the actual controller to another direction, occasionally it does not... It doesn't change. Yeah, it's really, really, really annoying. Now, my legit Nintendo Pro controller works like a champ. It's just on the other Nintendo Switch docking station right now. If I were to do battles, you would love to use that team against me. Okay. It's all good, Dio. We absolutely need to build our battle team, but once we get it, we'll be there. Lobo is crafting gel bars. Oh, okay. Alright. Was responding to Digrat, guys. She texted me, good morning. My phone's just about to die, unfortunately. I don't have... Where I'm streaming right now, this is very ad hoc. Someone else is on their way. But I might be able to convince Digrat to open her island up to me. Because Digrat only has like 3 friends. It's just her real life friends that get to be friends with her on Switch, guys. Gel bars. But we'll see. We'll see if she opens up her island. I doubt it, because last time Digrat had her island going, I want to say most of it was covered. It was covered in like clothes and furniture. Like, she had to reorganize all of her tunes on it. I've got a tune over there. So, but her Switch is all the way over in Kentucky right now, so she did manage to get another charger. That was the other thing, is it, yeah, charger dying in like 8 months. Alright, so we know Lobo's crafting. So first off, where is Lobo? Okay. and to the left. Alright. Oh, it's Sahara. Flag on the play. So you just want to, when you visit people, you have Joy-Con. Oh, Shadow, that's unfortunate. Though to be fair, Shadow, you and we've had our Switches for a very long time. So after like 2 or 3 years of having Joy-Cons, I expect some level of drift, like some sort of wearing down of the console controller. But this controller I'm here using, I've only had for about a year, and the fact that it's doing this really weird hitch thing is just annoying. Now, my Joy-Cons on my original Switch, on my first Switch that I got, the one that I streamed Breath of the Wild on, the one that I'm streaming this on, they 63 per turnip. Everybody's turnip prices are better than mine, and they're still just not good. But so it does have some Joy-Con drift on it. It's kind of funny because I'm waiting for the day that Digrat's Joy-Cons start drifting. And when Digrat's Joy-Cons start drifting, it's going to be really weird. What's she up to, Lobo? Making gel bars. Yes. Yes, please. Ooh. Okay. Alright, give me a second, guys. I only asked this because Digrat's responded to me. She knew my phone was dying, so she switched over to Facebook. New message from Digrat. We might take some turnips to Digrat because her prices aren't great, right? They're 122. Now you can really be Jotaro. Yeah. Alright. Let's see, we have Cranny over here. And that little motion right there, guys, again, it's something to do with this controller. And I don't know what's causing it. Oh, that's interesting. What day is it? It's still May. That's why Eric doesn't have the extra stuff in it here. It's possible that Eric may not have the newest patch either, which would be even further interesting. Black iron parakeet. Okay, nothing really good there. I would presume they'd have to have the same level of patch. Still got the little exit here. Nice little wave breaker. Yeah, that is just getting really cumbersome on the controls. I do like the suitcase full of money. Briefcase full of money. That's cool. It seems like it'd be really good if they could do like multiples of that. If you didn't have the patch, you wouldn't be able to play online. Okay. Gears, wooden chair, bamboo rug, block bench, peach rug, birdhouse, hanging terrarium, bonfire, log stakes, classic picture, bamboo rug, birdhouse, bonfire, bamboo rug, terrarium. That's what I don't have familiar with. Bonfire, classic picture, tea table, no, tea table, bamboo wall, peach surprise box, bow table, bamboo wall, angled signpost. Hey, that's the one that we were hoping to find. Coconut wall planter. I don't believe I have that either. Ironwood chair. Awesome. Thank you, Eric, for the DIYs. Seriously, guys, like, I have been kind of like going through Animal Crossing withdrawals. I've been able to play maybe 15, 20 minutes a day for the last several days. It's one of those things, though, you know, Digrat, again, she's with her family right now, and so there is a large amount of stuff that she does for me while she's here, and for us while she's here. And when she's not, it's very much felt that she is not here. Because it is, you know, and it's more than just the fact that I'm having to do everything that Digrat typically does for us. But there's a huge just crunch of time for a lot of stuff. I think I may have those, but maybe not. Ready to make my purchase. Don't want to wear what I picked out. But so where most of my days would be spent, you know, doing half to a quarter of the things that I'm doing with Digrat not here. So something has to, you know, be passed up. It's also one of the reasons why I typically only stream like a few days. Oh, I like that DIY bench. That's pretty cool. Let's see here. I gotta say that the island's a lot easier to navigate, Eric. It still has the telltale signs of a lot of, you know, gatekeeping on it, which is understandable. Looks like here and here. Oh, what did I get from Sahara? Laboratory wall and circuit board flooring. Nice. I still like the way it's all laid out though, man. It's way cool. Well, Digrat just replied and said that she would be willing to host me coming over to her island. So, Turtle Club, we're gonna go over to the Rat's Nest. We're gonna stop by and grab some actual turnips first. But, and you know, there's a chance that she might even pop up on stream. Not on chat or anything as far as verbal goes, but she might actually pop in and chat in the chat window. And normally, guys, on island hopping adventures like this, we would absolutely spend a lot more time on Eric's Island than we did. However, we have a rare opportunity to get Digrat here. So, quickly, while the window's open, we will regret our life choices of putting this guy's house all the way over here to this part of the island. Because it's all the far away. And we'll probably, we might wind up complaining. Put in storage. About this controller. Let's wear that beard. Seems more what's the word I'm looking for? Touristy. Those I got to give back to her. Other tune. Alright. With everybody's bells for the turnips being somewhere in like the 60s range, I gotta admit that the idea of being able to buy or sell turnips at 122 on Digrat's Island, not ideal, but with as many turnips as I have, I won't completely be upset with just selling off this many for that price. I bought it at 97, so I'm making a little bit of money off of them. Not a whole lot, 20%. It's not the best, but oh, that's just getting really problematic. Like, once it gets going, it's fine. But, oh my gosh, that's just... Alright, you there. Orville. We're gonna fly. We want to visit someone's island. Online play. Roger. We're gonna search for a friend. Let's fly. We're all set. Alright guys, so we're going to take a real quick look at Digrat's Island here. She's not done any of her chores. She just woke up. Bless her heart. Just woke up. Said she hasn't done any of her choring yet. So there is the SS Baby Yoda, her orange dodos. So here is, look at all the roses, guys. She's been working on her roses for a while. Her little concert hall that she's got set up. Boom, 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 boom. Little train. She's wanting to collect all the train sets. And Digrat doesn't like to pay for bridges, so there's a lot of natural bridges set up in places. She's still working on her rock gardens. Statue of the David and Venus de Milo there. Cut them off camera a little bit. There's a few ketchup stains all over Digrat's Island. Her little parking lot that she's got for her little stores. Natural garden chair, bamboo doll, bamboo stump block, knight's helmet, wooden block shelf. Alright. And then the Empty Nesters Flea Market. She's still working on getting it exactly the way she wants. Very much how like Hawk got his stuff set up. She is still working on getting her island all set up the way she wants it so she can start opening it to people. So this is a big preview of how her island's going to wind up looking eventually. Oh, there's Sahara. Hey! We can't buy anything yet. We have to go back. Alright, and her little beach area here. Okay, let's go over this way. She's going to be very upset that I broke off the tour real quick, but turnip prices. Yay! They're not abysmal. Oh! So that was the controller doing that. And me not thinking about the fact that I pushed one button different. Alright, we are offering turnips. 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 Alright, now we got some stuff. Okay. Yep, she was absolutely, like I said, guys, she's like, wait, where'd you go? You're following me, and then you left. Alright. Okay. Yes. And the Saharas, you can buy from all of them. Oh, there's her Mortseth outfit. For those adults out there, if you have read the Sword of Truth novels, you will absolutely know what the Mortseth is. You absolutely know that you follow them. A wild Kirby appears. I would say that you're pretty well domesticated. You've learned how to use YouTube and come over and post things. Welcome to our family-friendly channel, though. Taking a tour of the Rat's Nest Island. That's cool. That's really awesome. Yeah, there's the face mask that you could use. That you can get 2 of each type from Sahara. From each Sahara? Or because I don't know if the tickets can work for all the Saharas. Because like I got a Sahara at my place, and someone else had a Sahara at their place. Oh, there's a recipe here. Which recipe was it? Log round table, full length, wooden full length mirror. Okay. Oh. What do we got here? Ooh, that was a fast one. Garner dragonflies. A little food place with the Easter Island head. All of her flower breeding she's got going on. Digger had to spit like oodles of time on her flower breeding. And here's a little trash dump she's got. Pretty well organized out there. One of those turkey fish, and she just threw it back. She's got a full inventory, I'm sure. Little camping area. Oh, we got lost again. There we go. Little snack area for little campers. In case you don't want to dip in the river, you go in the pool. Over here is Clarence's house, which is my tune on this island. You can tell I have not been able to play it since she left. Where all the trash belongs. Yeah, my island isn't very much, but you're a good artisan. Oh, that's cool. And now, oh, another money tree, but I'm sure that one's not mine. Here's her classroom. And back over here is the advanced lecture studies. Digrat loves things that she's able to actually use the action button on. And here's her residential area. I like her residential area. It's what inspired me to kind of do mine. We got everybody here has their own little, and you're able to go over here and whoops, whoa, we got shoved all the way. Oh, there's some smoke out of that chimney. Maybe there's a DIY going on. Nope. Hee-haw! Rowan. One of her... What? So what island is next? Kirby, this would be the last island in the tour today. We usually stream till about 9:30 Eastern, and as you can tell, it's 9:28, so we're going a little bit over on time. But checking for DOIs. But the next island will be next Friday. We will, or this Friday coming, we'll be hosting people. This is Rex. Rowan and Rex are both kind of goofy, and they're both kind of big cats, and so it's kind of hard to tell them apart sometimes. all these black cosmos, and I've unfortunately not able to grow any on mine. Dina the duck, Digrat's favorite islander. Oh, it's time for me to make the call that I do when I get lost. She's probably over here, if I had to guess. Is she even noticed the message? She's got a little cafe area over here. A little outdoor cafe with the little grinder box. The Imperial dining table. But yeah, Kirby, we usually start about 7:40, 7:50 Eastern on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Sometimes a little bit earlier on Fridays. And she is, you know, oh, she's at Nox's house. Oh. Ah. Okay. So she was checking for DIYs also. Gotta be very careful not to run over flowers. She's spent so much time on that. This is Nox's house, I think. Boom, 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 boom. Nope. That's cookies. Alright, where is Nox living? Nox the chicken. Alright, we gotta go up here. Nox the chicken is one of Digrat's newest people. Never been in here, she says. Okay, then we don't know what we're about to see. Oh, wow. Wow. That's interesting. Okay. He's not doing a DIY either. So, wow. We have sold off some turnips. We have managed to see most of Digrat's Island now. No one entirely asks what happened to the original 10 villagers that wound up being in Digrat's Island, but that could be them. She's done a lot of juggling to get to the people she's got so far. She's got a little memorial for all of them. You found Gruff again on your tours. Oh, that's unfortunate, Hawk. That's the one thing about the tours that I'm. They could have handled it a lot better. They could have handled it a lot better. Okay. Alright, the last thing Digrat said she wanted to really do was show off her house before I was ending the stream today. So, Digrat's house is heading this way. Alright. So, one of the things that Digrat's Island is being sculpted for over time is there's a show that she really enjoys watching, and we've just really enjoyed it during all of what's going on, is Letterkenny. It's best not to ask. So she's been doing dialogues for people, but she's also been kind of getting this this kind of vibe here of salt of the earth. Oh, I thought that was a real orchid. I like the fact she's got one because she's having a hard time actually catching those. Lawnmower here, the golden roses, the outhouses just nearby, the little splatter of ketchup at to the door. And we're going to go in here and take a real quick look. Little main room there. Here's a little kitchen. It's got that little retro kind of feel to it. Eclectic as well. Not sure what the train's doing there though. And the one thing that's kind of cool, and I've noticed in a couple houses, we sort of stole this from a buddy of ours named Octo, Gentleman Octopus from Octo Tiki, is this little slide bookshelf thing to sort of cover up the fact there's a house there. And then on the other side, it's basically a panic room. I like the bank vault walls though. That's pretty cool. And if you guys are wondering about the music that's playing throughout all of Digrat's house and home, it's KK Western, which she fell in love with when her villagers sang the song. It's pretty funny. And there's her little collection of her posters that she's been gathering from Harv's Island. Her bathroom / utility room. Go show off the basement here. Going a little bit over. Oh, okay. So all the sports stuff's down here now. A billion channels and nothing on. She went a little heavy into the turnip market also. And finally upstairs. She's got her own personal gym over here with the rock climbing wall. A couple of pets. And this room pretty much fits Digrat. If you guys aren't aware, she is definitely an exercise person. Oh, did we just get a message pop up? Oh, no. Just something else had come up. Well, last thing that we do on these tours, of course, well, one of the things that we do to check off that we've not checked off yet is we've shown off most of the island. We have the Able Sisters, who we're going to wind up checking out, and then we've got to go to bed. We are definitely up past our bedtime. We got stuff we got to do before we crawl into bed. But we are going to take a look at the outfits on Digrat's Island. Let's see here. Nothing entirely earth-shattering here, but we'll take a look. Those are cool. Young Royal shirts. Interesting. I've already got the emblem blazers. Stylish jumpsuits. Not really for me. we might get the bandage. We keep holding off on the bandage, and we just might as well just go and give in to the bandage. All right, flower sandals, gladiator sandals, and that's pretty much it. So we'll grab the bandage, and we'll be done. Okay. All right. And the last thing we want to do, since Digret is possibly not watching our streaming at the moment, we'll let her know this way. Just because we like to be, you found Apollo. Apollo's kind of cool. We like to be ornery, so turned off the sign. I gotta admit though, it's been pretty cool seeing all the stuff we got today, guys, and being able to say hi to some new people. It's always good to say hi to new people. We had Dio and Shadow, who's, you know, very much a regular here. Norman, if you guys don't know him as Norman, or Dio. Mac, who popped in for a little bit. And then Cat Lord. And Hawk. And then Libby. Dino Dan, who popped in for a bit and visited one of the other islands there. Lucario Hunter, always a pleasure as well. We had Kirby showed up. A question about whether or not they're really wild or domesticated, though. But it's been a pretty eventful island hopping adventure, guys. I really thank you to everyone who's hosted us today, which was Eric, Digrat, who wasn't in chat, but she was chatting with us through various other ways. Hawk and Norman. Thank you to the 4 people who hosted today, so we could go and examine people's homes and be nosy, do a little bit of shopping, that kind of stuff. We are going to have a good night. We should have been in bed. We should have actually been in bed about 5 minutes ago. The apartment shut down about 8 minutes ago, so I'm going to go to bed and have a good night. But you all out there have a good morning, a good breakfast, good lunch, dinner, a good shift, a good week, a good weekend. Some people, you know, this is their weekend, unfortunately, or fortunately, however they like it. But everybody, please, whatever you do, make sure you have a good one. Stay safe. Wash your hands. And thanks for watching Turtle Club. Take care.